Play that.
Hip-hop and R&B.
Right here.
It's great radio.
Are you a creative or business looking to increase subscribers and or client base? Hitting Hard Radio is a platform for you. Take advantage of our March Madness sale. Get 60 30-second commercials for $200. Advertise your brand for all your advertising needs. Make sure you get with the pulse of the city and hittinghardradio.com. For more information or to get involved, please call 414-502-7808. 414-502-7808.
The Morning Shift MKE Uncut. 10 a.m. to 11 a.m. right here on hittinghardradio.com. Real topics, real news you can use. You dig? You can also catch us at the Post of the City page on Meta or Facebook or hittinghardradio.com.
Pitch Control.
The Morning Shift MKE Uncut on hittinghardradio.com.
Morning.
Hip-hop and R&B.
Right here.
Are you a creative or business looking to increase subscribers and or client base?
Pause right quick. Yeah. All right. Welcome to the Morning Shift MKE. It's your boy Sire in the building. LG out on assignment. Man, welcome y'all. It's Tuesday morning, man. 35 degrees out. It ain't cold, but it ain't that nice either. So y'all dress appropriate for the day, man. I'm told we're gonna have mayoral candidate Aisha Griffin stop by today. She coming to do a little business with us. Stop by, check in, let us know what her lawsuit like and how her is still fighting to stay in the race. Well, let me get y'all to some of this news right quick while I finish getting set up for the day. Y'all stay with me.
The last note said next time it'll be your windshield.
Slashed tires, broken windows, and racist notes. A West Dallas couple says they've been threatened and harassed for months just because of their skin and where they live. And that is our big story tonight at 10. A West Dallas family says they've been harassed with racially charged threats multiple times.
Our Christina Van Zelst live tonight near 87th and Mitchell, where the family has been dealing with this vandalism for weeks now. Christina.
Yeah, that's right. The family says this all started back in February, and since they've been dealing with this a total of 5 times. Here you can see 2 of the tires that were slashed just this past Sunday. This time, though, they're hoping their security cameras caught something.
They leave the note pretty much in the windshield.
7 slashed tires, a broken window, and threatening notes.
The last note said next time it'll be your windshield.
That's the harassment this West Dallas couple has dealt with over the last few weeks.
But we don't get like full nights of sleep anymore. You know, like any slight thing we hear, we look outside. Anytime we get a feeling, we look outside.
The family moved to the area of 87th and Mitchell about a year ago. Now their own child doesn't stay with them out of fear. This after several notes of racist threats and vandalism to their car. Sunday, it happened again.
Another note saying get out of the neighborhood, telling me to go back to the north side pretty much. Yeah, and it's pretty much threatening to put sand in my gas tank and stuff like that.
West Dallas police are aware of the vandalism and threats, and a police report has been filed. While it's being investigated, the family isn't backing down.
We're pretty much the target right now, but we want to make for sure if anybody else moves here that's of our skin tone, black, brown, whoever it is, that they shouldn't have to go through this.
In the meantime, the 2 continue with sleepless nights. They have no idea who would do something so hateful.
It's just been an emotional toll, a physical toll,
a financial
toll. It's just been a heavy weight on our shoulders.
And West Dallas police say they are investigating each incident thoroughly. Anyone with information is asked to contact police. Reporting live tonight in West Dallas, Christina Van Zelst, Fox 6 News.
Maybe somebody recognized the handwriting in that note and they could help police out with this. All right, Christina, thanks.
Hey, now, ain't that crazy, right? You know, we try to move out the hood. It's so dangerous, all the shooting and stealing and whatever, all the reasons we try to run out the hood. And we try to go find these better neighborhoods or, you know what I mean, live and blend in with with the white folks in the suburban areas, and you deal with a whole different type of crime, a whole different type of stress. Here it is, he done paid all this money to live up there, and now they having sleepless nights. Like, it's just crazy to me. It's like, I always wonder why we gotta run to these other neighborhoods instead of just get our neighborhoods and our schools up to par with what we see and think these other neighborhoods is. Like, it's just always been strange to me. Let's continue.
Thanks. Pay more or be pushed out. Tenants are seeing increased rents in Milwaukee and across the country. Jenna Sachs with what's driving up the cost in tonight's Contact 6 report.
This apartment at 55th and Burnham is one of Jim Miller's few vacant units.
Nice kitchen, updated flooring.
And when new renters move in, they'll pay more for this apartment than the last tenants did.
When it goes vacant, that's when we'll increase it the most to align it with what the marketplace is.
According to Realtor.com, median rent for the Milwaukee, Waukesha, West Dallas area is up nearly 13% compared to this time last year. Rent for a two-bedroom is up the most, nearly 16%. The median monthly rent in our area now $1,550.
Prior to COVID, we were definitely in an increasing rent marketplace. I think that a lot of us paused that for COVID.
The hot housing market is also keeping first-time home buyers in apartments. Right now in Milwaukee, it costs 25% less to rent than to make monthly payments on a starter home.
I saw an opportunity to, sell my home and make a profit, so I did.
Mike Testa with Ogden and Company is now renting in one of his company's buildings. Despite Element 84 opening in West Dallas mid-pandemic, demand for units is super high, despite market rent increases.
They've certainly been increasing across the board, whether it's downtown or in the suburbs.
Also pushing up rent, high costs for new home construction. More demand for apartments in places like Bayview, Walker's Point, St. Francis, and Wauwatosa. Plus, more out-of-state corporate landlords buying up properties. But while new renters move in, others are pushed out.
They've been paying $800 a month in their current place for the last, 4 years, 5 years, 6 years, and all of a sudden their landlord is seeing this opportunity to raise their rent to $950,000 a month.
Tenants who are applying for assistance are still being told that your rent is going to go up.
Community Advocates disperses rental assistance and says it's a hardship for tenants already struggling with inflation. Plus,
we're not necessarily seeing where the property owners are making repairs or modifications or updates to these.
Hey, that's one thing I've been questioning, because like where I'm at, they go up on the rent like every year, and I always thought I'm gonna have to go through them tenant handbooks or whatnot again. But I always thought they couldn't go up on the rent if they hadn't did no repairs, and I don't recall no repairs being done in a while.
Properties to make them better.
Miller updated this unit before putting it back on the market. It's now $850 a month, up from $795.
Crisp and clean.
I'm Jenna Sachs, Contact 6.
For the first time in 18 years, Milwaukee will elect a new mayor on April 5th. Most of us have heard the talking points, the focus on reckless driving and crime in general. So tonight, I sit down with Cavalier Johnson to find out more about the future he wants to see for the city and even his own family.
It is so great to see you, Stephanie Grady.
Nice to see you as well, Stephanie.
Thank you notes is obviously on the agenda today.
Yeah, many of them to fill out, so I'm trying to catch up, actually.
A lot have tried, but few have succeeded making the jump from Common Council, especially Common Council President, to the mayor's office. How do you think that you did it? Do you think it was just kind of right place at the right time?
As I was doing these cards this morning, I was multitasking and doing some calls to supporters as well. And one of the supporters that I reached out to brought up that very same point, but pointed out our electoral victory on the primary and what we hope to be a strong electoral victory on April 5th as well. And really, it boiled down to the work. He said, Cavalier, you are working. He said, Chevy, you're working really, really hard, and it shows.
You kind of ran away with the primary, but there's still 35% of the vote that the other candidates got, not including Bob Donovan, that you're still, I'm assuming, vying for. So how are you going after that? Are you feeling confident that you're going to come out the winner on April 5th?
Yeah, I think the primary election just showed exactly what our strategy is, and that's to, again, fight for every single vote in every single neighborhood. In the aldermanic district where my opponent did his best, we still scored 30% of the vote. And so I'm going to fight for every single vote in every single neighborhood, campaigning on issues that people all across the city of Milwaukee care about.
What do you think they care about?
I think they care about public safety, first and foremost. We've got an unfortunate rash of reckless driving activity that's been happening in the city. They want somebody who's going to take some action on that. They're concerned about the shootings that we have in Milwaukee, whether it's non-fatal shootings or homicides. Those are things that folks really care about.
What made the difference in your life to want to pursue something as lofty as, the mayoral office?
What helped me to get on this path, considering where and how I grew up with the challenges that I did. I mean, the challenges that continue to face a number of kids in those same neighborhoods today are chances, are opportunities, was grace from folks. I see,
I reached out to Chevy, trying to get him to come over here to the morning shift. We're going to see that we get a response from him. So if somebody from his camp tuned in, hey, y'all get us a date over here with old Chevy.
Corner stores that when I was a kid hanging out with the wrong crowd, I stole from. And instead of calling the police on me, the store clerk sat me down and said, I was taking gummy worms. It wasn't like I was like,
oh, shit,
robbing the cash register or anything like that. But the store clerk sat me down and said, hey, I could call the police on you. You can get in trouble for this, right?
To be in City Hall.
It was that sort of grace and providing a second chance that helped me.
Do you think people, especially business owners who have had things stolen from them, have had their gas stations lit on fire, whatever it might be, do you think they're sick of that? Do you think that they're past the second chance point?
I would imagine that when I got a second chance, that that probably wasn't the first second chance that the store clerk gave to a young African-American boy. I don't know if folks are past it. I mean, I know that folks, certainly are tried by, the situations that we face in the city. And quite frankly, again, the poverty that we see, which then leads to those sort of activities, criminal activity, things that ultimately end up hurting our society. I think that they get that. I think that they understand that. I think they really want to help.
You're the father of 3 adorable children. 2 things. Number 1, what scares you the most about raising them in the city of Milwaukee? And then number 2, what excites you the most about raising them in Milwaukee?
What scares me the most, I think, is what scares every parent in Milwaukee. Like, I don't want my kids to be hurt because somebody who shouldn't even have access to a gun in the first place gets that and decides to, go shooting somewhere. Or if the stories like my wife has told me where, she's going to pick our son up from school and she's got my 3-year-old twin babies in the car and somebody's driving recklessly and they're, playing chicken and they're driving directly towards her with my kids in the car. Like, those things are scary to me. And I don't want that for my family and I don't want it for any family in Milwaukee. What excites me about Milwaukee is that people love this city. They really, really do. People are attached to Milwaukee and they want to see, this city do well. And to me,
city,
that's
man.
the sort of place that I want to raise my kids in.
Even folks that talk shit about it love it because
that
they
was just
still
a very
here.
short piece of the full interview. The full interview with Cavalier Johnson actually went close to 30 minutes. We, of course, had to edit it down for television tonight. But you can watch extended clips of our conversation by simply visiting our website, fox6now.com. And make sure to join us tomorrow on Fox 6 News at 9 for my one-on-one interview with Johnson's opponent, former Milwaukee Common Council member Bob Donovan.
And those 2 candidates, look how close they were to each other today as they debated.
You just arrived today from Ukraine.
Yeah, right now.
Whereabouts in Ukraine were you living?
In Kiev.
In Kiev?
Yes.
Have you still got family there now?
Yes.
So it was obviously getting pretty bad when you decided to evacuate.
Yes.
Were you hearing bombs and guns?
Yes, at day, at night, all the time, and gunshots. That's awful.
Absolutely awful, and so you made the decision to come to America?
Yeah, for a while, because I have a kid and we've been living in our basement for 10 days.
Oh.
That's not good for baby.
No, it's not good for baby. You must have been so scared. And you've still got family and friends there in Kiev now?
Yes.
Do you
all
know?
my family there, men can live fighting now for our city, our homes.
So your husband?
Yes, they're fighting.
Do you think you'll be reunited with him over here, or?
I hope I will go back.
You hope you get to go back?
Yes, I want to go home.
Absolutely, absolutely. What do you think it'll take for you to be able to get home?
I don't know.
How do we as Americans, how do we help? How does Biden help?
I don't know. Stop the sky is I don't know. Stop the war and close the sky.
Right. What are your plans now that you've landed in America? What are you going to do?
I don't know. I want to help how I can. We'll see.
Ah, man.
Maybe.
Y'all hear that? She said, close the sky. And I'm assuming she mean like stop all the bombing or whatnot. But right quick, we got a phone call. Let me bring our caller in. Good morning. Welcome to the Morning Shift MKE. Caller.
Hey, Sire. How are you doing this morning?
How you doing? Who I got on the line?
This is Amelia P.
Good morning.
Calling in. Good morning. Just wanted to give, my take or just 2 cents about this whole mayor candidate and the vote that, we're getting ready to undertake for April. And I don't know, I just have such issues and conflict with the two candidates.
Okay, talk to us. What you got? What's the issues and conflict you got? We currently trying to get dates with those gentlemen. We get the write-ins up here quite often, so hopefully we got them paying attention, and when we get them up here, we can get your questions and comments addressed. But go ahead, shoot. Let us know.
Well, I definitely hope that one of the candidates, the final two, that is. At least one of them show up and have a conversation because, this city is definitely hurting. And a lot of the issues that they're talking about, with the media, with the news, is so superficial. It's, to me, laughable at this point. You had a conversation yesterday on one of the programs. One of the callers came in. He was talking about self-governing and write-ins. We need to kind of be more proactive as a community. If we don't like something, we don't have to go with the two names on the ballot. Right. And people don't teach voters that.
Right. I agree. Because when we had Brianna Bradford up here, she had informed us that she was a write-in from the beginning. She had actually registered as a write-in. So, yeah, that was a bit of new information for me as well.
Yes, and I pretty much, through my community and with my friends and family, just let them know, like, hey, we have a voice, and that's why a lot of these candidates buy so much and, work as hard to get our votes because that's how important our votes are. But the moment that we relinquish it based on these superficial conversations, like I said before, this is where we have the problem. A lot of these members have been in the Common Council for almost 20 years.
Yeah.
So we're still having the same issues. So what does that tell us?
Oh, yeah, they got to be part of the problem, if you ask me. I always looked at it myself like, I look at it in the frame like if you was managing a restaurant or whatnot, a local chain, and they wasn't producing, they wasn't making money, the corporate folks would send somebody down there. They'd come in there and they'd shake up the joint. It'll be people get fired. It'll be a new floating manager pulled in. They might change out the whole crew, the good and the bad, because they had to send a message to everybody and get that location back in shape. And I think that's what they should do with City Hall. Just, shake it up, pull everybody up out of there and just, redo it.
But you know what? A lot of these other smaller towns, and I pay attention to pretty much, places up north in Wisconsin, when people in those small towns get together and they want to change a government, they do special elections, they do the whole nine to make sure things are pretty much set in the right order that they want. In Milwaukee, because a lot of us, community members, and like you mentioned, not knowing about the write-ins, because we don't have that knowledge, we just pretty much go with the status quo because we're unaware of what our next steps are. But we need to be armed with knowledge, and we can definitely change stuff. And it means with our vote. Right. Like if we don't like something, we can definitely speak up and put a vote in to make some changes. Correct. So that's just pretty much my, 2 cents on that issue.
We agree with you over here at the Morning Shift MKE. I mean, you have hit every point we've been trying to make.
So I appreciate you just for continuing to show us, a lot of these news programs because we need to know. So thanks.
And we appreciate you for staying tuned, paying attention, interacting, sharing, and staying with us. So it's the feelings mutual. We love y'all over here too. All right. Let's get back to some of this news.
Humanitarian help with Mist, California. We'll see. I will think about it. I haven't time to think about it.
Has Zelensky really inspired you and helped you keep this fight alive?
Yes. I've never seen Ukraine such united like now.
Do you think there's something that like an average everyday Russian can do to help the fight?
Do you know about Maidan in 2014 when all Ukraine stand up because we didn't like our president? Mm-hmm. We just stand up and say about it, everyone, and he's gone. We had new president, new country, we're free people. I think Russians should do the same.
Are you worried about Zelensky and what might happen to him if he just stays put in Kiev?
I worry about everyone in Ukraine. Everyone. Our people dying every day. Girls are raped in Kiev.
Really?
Yes, a lot of girls by Russians.
Really? The Russians are...
Yes. Murders, rape. That's crazy.
And do you have any contact with your husband? Does he have cell phone? Does he?
Yes, but he lives in basement too right now.
And what is he doing? He's defending your house in your town?
Yes, and parents.
And he's not allowed to leave?
Yes.
Until the end of the war or whenever?
Подожди, yes.
God, you must be just so worried about...
Of course.
Let's go to Charlie DeMar. He has been, of course, covering this for us from the very beginning. He broke this case when it first happened over 3 years ago. And Charlie, you've been in the courtroom all day. So, all right, it's a lot to cover, but are there any nuances that you were able to see from your vantage point that we were unaware of, including Jussie Smollett interacting with his team? Anything that really stood out to you?
And Erica, before we dive into that, I do want to throw over to Jussie Smollett's older brother, Jojo, who's speaking right now. So let's go over to that right now.
He spoke about his arrogance. He doesn't know the struggles my brother is encountering. He doesn't know anything that he's dealing with. He doesn't know anything that he's dealing with.
Man, his brother is twin. He looked like him with the, what's that app they got on Facebook where they age you? No, that's his brother.
He spent all that time.
Wonder if they get it from their daddy or their mama.
The last note said next time it'll be your windshield.
Slash tires broke.
All right, let's go to Charlie DeMar. He has been, of course, covering this for us from the very beginning. He broke this case when it first happened over 3 years ago.
These
and Charlie,
buttons, they
you've
close.
been in the courtroom all day. So, all right, it's a lot to cover, but are there any nuances that you were able to see from your vantage point that we were unaware of, including Jussie Smollett interacting with his team? Anything that really stood out to you?
And Erica, before we dive into that, I do want to throw over to Jussie Smollett's older brother, Jojo, who's speaking right now. So let's go over to that right now.
He spoke about his arrogance. He doesn't know the struggles my brother is encountering. He doesn't know anything that he's dealing with. He doesn't know anything that he's dealing with. He spent all that time shaming him. In 2022, we don't shame people like this, all right? He basically called him a mental case, all right? If you look at that testimony, he basically reiterated and regurgitated all the prosecutors said. There was no independence. This is a duly elected judge in Cook County. He's supposed to be elected by the people, not just a stooge and a rubber stamp for the prosecutors. And I'm very disappointed, very disappointed.
Your name again, sir?
My name is JoJo Smollett. I'm his oldest brother.
Okay.
Yeah.
I have something I want to say quickly.
Your name, ma'am?
My name is Jazz Smollett. I'm his older sister. First of all, I want to say my brother is innocent. My brother Jussie is innocent. This should not be a controversial statement because it is the absolute truth. What should be controversial is the entire miscarriage of justice. This whole ordeal
Don't
has
she know
been.
everybody in jail innocent?
I pray peace over my brother. I pray the peace of God over my brother and all victims of oppression and
That's
hate.
what we say.
I pray that we can do
Man,
better
I ain't even
as a
do
world.
nothing. They was on some
May
bullshit.
the God of peace be with you. Shalom.
Your name, sir?
My name is Jockey Smollett. I'm Jussie's youngest brother. My brother does not deserve this. I watched my brother go from being a complete victim, which he still is. He was attacked, and he is now going to jail for being attacked. I saw my brother get locked up within 2 weeks for being attacked. Do you know how crazy that is? They want to say in that court and say that he's the reason why folks aren't going to report hate crimes. They're the reason why folks aren't going to report hate crimes.
Because none of you believed it.
None of y'all believed it. We have letters from the NAACP, President Derek Johnson himself. We have letters from Rainbow Push Coalition. We have letters from the Innocence Project, all saying that he should not be in jail. And they put him in jail. That judge chastised him. He chastised my brother. He does not deserve this. He was attacked.
We didn't believe
Do people
him
never
either.
once think, even the folks who are naysayers, do you ever once think, what happens if he's telling the truth?
If he's telling the truth?
Do y'all ever think about how poorly you feel in that situation? He's in jail for 5 months. That is unacceptable. For being attacked. It is not his fault that folks are not going to believe survivors anymore. He is a survivor and he has been completely mistreated, and this has to stop.
Please do your investigative journalism work.
I guess that's the part where he dropped the mic. I mean, there's more to that video, but I don't want to play all 8 minutes. I'm going to move on to the next.
Hey everybody, I just got off the phone with Kim. I told her to stop antagonizing me with this TikTok thing. I'm a dad. I have an opinion. I'm an American. I'm a Christian. I'm an entrepreneur, and I'm not controlled.
Kanye West is speaking out against ex Kim Kardashian and airing his struggles with co-parenting amid the ex's ongoing divorce.
Most men do.
I'm quite sure that a lot of fathers can relate to what Kanye going through, man. Oh, he crazy, this, that, whatever. The little jokes everybody got aside. If y'all get away from that and just really listen to what he talking about, man. He complaining about some of the same things, man. Your homeboy riding in the car with you been complaining about. You know what I mean? A lot of fathers ain't with they daughters all on social media, being all fast, wearing makeup or none of that. But it seemed like, man, the daddy word don't matter. Why is that? Why the daddy word don't ever matter? It don't matter if the daddy being a part of their life, being responsible, or if he being a deadbeat. It's just like, man, whatever the mama say, go. It don't matter if she got her shit together or not. Just whatever she say, go. Why? Somebody got to let me know. Call in and explain to me why that is. Help me understand.
There's no such thing as 50-50 custody with incest.
Right. He just said it. Ain't no such thing as 50-50 custody. They be lying like a motherfucker. They want your money.
Side of the day. That's not even, it always leans towards the mom.
That's the rapper in a series of video messages he shared to Instagram on Sunday.
At this point, it's going too far. God, please.
Among his rants, Ye takes aim at Kim and North West's TikTok account.
I said, I'm not allowing my daughter
man, that man ain't crazy, frustrated.
to be used by TikTok, to be used by Disney.
Morning, Mark.
I have a say-so.
In particular, this video from last week, which has since been deleted.
I'm in love with an emo girl. I fell in love with an emo girl. All I want is...
What y'all think about that? Kim putting the baby on, well, she ain't really a baby, but the little daughter on TikTok and making videos with her. What y'all think that's about? Knowing Kim, knowing her entrepreneurial spirit in mind. Is this just something cute, mother and daughtery, or is she trying to catch a check?
Ye complains he should have been consulted before posting.
I just look at my daughter full makeup, singing She's in Love with an Emo Girl on TikTok, and I didn't have no say nor approval. Hey, what do you think? Do you think this would be cool or not?
Ye gets particularly emotional while discussing his Sunday service event. He then criticizes Kim for allegedly not allowing Northwest to attend.
North had a sleepover.
Hey, y'all noticed the change in behavior in Kim? Like when her and Kanye first got together, man, let's just be real. Kanye kind of reshaped her, reformed her, you know what I mean? He changed her image up. He started dressing her, doing a whole lot of stuff with her. And, man, he was like something big over there behind the scenes, even on the production of them shows or whatnot, from what I'm hearing. But then now, fast forward in the day, and it's a new plan, and they just all part of trying to make everybody believe the man crazy. Baby mama drama, I'll tell you.
Over, so she can't come to Sunday service. I moved the Sunday service up to 10 a.m. so that I can go to Saints soccer game at 12:30.
The man changed Sunday service. He done rearranged his arrangements with God to try to spend time with his baby. And this bitch still didn't let it happen. Yeah, man, I feel your pain, Kanye.
Move the entire thing. This morning, God, please, you know, there's no reason why these young children, upon their father's request, shouldn't be allowed to come to Sunday service.
Then there's the Pete Davidson of it all.
The boyfriend texts me, antagonizing me.
Ye dives into his recent alleged text message exchange with the comedian.
He texting me, talking and bragging about how he's in bed with my wife. And I'm like, well, who's watching my children if he's texting me bragging about being in bed?
Hold on, man. He didn't text Kanye like I'm over here fucking your bitch. They antagonizing this shit out of him, man. Hey, they better chill out, man. That man got money and he live across the street. He got OJ, y'all ass.
With my wife.
And Pete is seemingly confirming the details, along with some added context. Following Kanye's rants, SNL writer Dave Cyrus shared these now deleted screenshots to Instagram, captioning the post, quote, "A message from Pete." Pete allegedly says, quote, "I've decided I'm not gonna let you treat us this way anymore, and I'm done being quiet. Grow the f*** up." Kanye asked in his reply, quote, "Where are you right now?" Davidson allegedly responds to this selfie and writes, quote, "In bed with your wife." The tone of that text does shift to a lighter tone.
She ain't his wife no more. They divorced.
In the text that appeared to come from Pete, the message says, quote, "I have your back even though you treat me like shit because I want everything to be smooth. But if you continue to press me like you have for the past 6 months, I'm gonna stop being so nice."
You understand the setup right here? You understand the narrative right here?
By the afternoon, both Kanye's video messages and the text message screenshots were deleted from Instagram.
Oh, Kanye going through.
What are you doing? It's fantastic to see you.
Thank you very much.
Would you mind coming over and saying hello to our boss?
I'm just feeling my car and we got to run with my kid.
Oh, really?
Car, yeah.
How much? You're paying? Are you paying $6.20?
This man out at the gas station trying to run some errands with his peoples or whatnot. It's still, you know, you stop, speak, maybe you take a picture. It's a celebrity, come with it. But she just invited him to come over and speak to the entire bus. Hey, man, she fanned out for real, didn't she?
$9 for gas
sure
today.
am, yeah.
What are you thinking of the gas prices?
I think it's terrible.
Are you going to get an electric car?
I have an electric car.
But you're still...
It's a hybrid.
Oh, so you're saying...
Wait a minute, man. She ain't no damn fan. It's an interview. Who the hell she work for? TMZ?
Even some gas. I mean, do you feel like some people say like, oh...
Of course she do.
All right, let's go to Charlie DeMar. He has been, of course, covering this for us from the very beginning. He broke this case.
It's these buttons, man. These buttons, they close. I keep telling y'all.
What are you doing?
But yeah, of course she works with TMZ. Big ass logo in the corner.
Would you mind coming over and saying hello to our boss?
I'm just fueling my car and we got to run with my kid.
Oh, really?
Car, yeah.
How much? You're paying? Are you paying $6.29 for gas
I sure
today?
am, yeah.
What do you think of the gas prices?
I think it's terrible.
Are you going to get an electric car?
I have an electric car.
But you're still.
It's a hybrid.
Oh, so you're saving some gas. I mean, do you feel like some people say like, oh, electric cars aren't real cars? But is it time?
No, it's a real car. I mean, I think for Los Angeles, the density, it's not such a bad idea. Anywhere else? No.
Yeah, this is
crazy.
What can you tell the tour guests while I got you at the gas station right now? Kelsey Grammer, everyone!
I see she driving the whole TMZ tour
Oh my God,
bus. That's why.
Bless you. It's fantastic to see you. See you later.
She got to get them people their
Thank
money's
you very
worth.
much. It's wonderful to see you. Can I ask before you go, how much was your total?
Topped off to $100.
Is that not a lot?
Oh,
Feels
she
like a lot.
pocket watching.
Okay, 16 gallons. Kelsey, great to see you. Bye.
Developing tonight, a Mequon man is charged with murder, but the victim's body has never been found. And tomorrow, opening statements as the suspect's trial gets underway. This trial's being...
Hey, I was once locked up with this old white cat. And by the time I had met him, he had been down 25 years for murdering his wife. And he was like, yeah, they got me for murdering my wife. Been down 25 years. And they ain't found the bitch body yet. Man, them white boys be crazy.
Closely watched, including by our Bill Miston, who joins us live. And Bill, we now have a jury.
That's right, Ben. That jury selection process wrapping up just a couple hours ago, but it was nearly 2 years ago now that Rosalio Gutierrez disappeared. Never heard from again. Since, though, his mother has never given up hope, and now a sense of relief as the trial of Zachariah Anderson is set to begin.
Judge Bruce Schrader's courtroom closed to cameras as the jury selection process played out Monday. Ultimately, 15 jurors, with 3 serving as alternates, were selected, 8 men and 7 women. Seated in the gallery throughout the day, Celia Patterson.
My son's voice will be heard, and hopefully there'll be justice.
Her son is Rosalio Gutierrez. He hasn't been seen or heard from since May 2020. Prosecutors say this man is the reason why. 41-year-old Zachariah Anderson sat quietly in the courtroom as the pool of more than 50 jurors was whittled down throughout the day. Anderson charged with first-degree intentional homicide, hiding a corpse, and 2 stalking charges. Prosecutors say Anderson killed Gutierrez, the new love interest of Anderson's ex-girlfriend. She and Gutierrez were in a relationship at the time of his disappearance. Anderson has denied his involvement and has pleaded not guilty. Prosecutors, though, say blood found in Anderson's van came back as a DNA match for Gutierrez. Patterson, Gutierrez's mother, moved from her home in Colorado to Kenosha temporarily for the trial.
Absolutely relieved that we're moving forward. Just the fact that we're picked a jury, we'll go into opening statements tomorrow, and then we go with evidence. I'm just really relieved that that's the case.
Now, prosecutors saying this case could last 2 weeks. Well, Judge Bruce Schrader telling jurors to plan for possibly 3 weeks of a trial length. Jurors set to be back here at the Kenosha County Courthouse at 9 a.m. with opening statements to follow. Also today, Schrader denying a bid by Anderson's defense team requesting a continuance in the trial. Anderson's defense team also signaling during the jury selection process that their client will likely not take the stand in his own defense. Reporting in Kenosha, Bill Miston, Fox 6 News.
Another high-profile case in that court behind you, Bill. Thanks.
Okay, hold on 1 second right quick. I'm always telling y'all about the food pantry that we do at the Milwaukee Islamic Dawah Center, the Muslim Community Center, located on the corner of Teutonia and Eggert. The actual address is 5135 North Teutonia, and we do a food pantry weekly, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. So this next video, one of the brothers out loading the food truck currently maybe 20 minutes ago, getting ready to take the food over to the center, start the distribution Anybody can go. Y'all more than welcome. There's no residency requirement or anything like that. It's just, man, there for the people that need it. So I'll give y'all a little view of what we got going on at the community center today.
So I'm like, we got a piece of cake on everybody. We got ground beef, hamburger patties. We got desserts. We got chips. We got like 4 cases of water. We got strawberries up there. We got oranges coming. Then we got a whole lot of nice stuff up there.
Yeah, we do it big, man. See all that.
Come and get this stuff. We have 5135 North Titonia, the Muslim Community Center. And so that's the oranges right there. Yeah.
Then let y'all know a fun fact about our food pantry, right? That's from the pockets of us. Like, we don't get no government funding, the mayor, the alderman, and nothing like that. There's no check to do that. What we do is take donations from the entire Muslim community and provide this to the public, Muslim or non-Muslim. We make big purchases. Hundreds and hundreds of pounds of food.
You gotta be careful when we do this one. Huh? You put one more right there?
No, not here.
Okay.
Probably some dairy or something. Dairy.
Yeah. How tall is it gonna be though?
Sure.
Okay, yeah. That's fine. Sure. Okay, thank you. Then we got oranges here. We got these little oranges right here.
Yep, we got meat.
Yeah, so we have 5135 North Titonia. We got these nice oranges right here. And so we got a whole lot of nice good stuff. So yeah, y'all come on out and
as you
get
can
this
see,
stuff.
man, it ain't like
at the Muslim Community
ready
Center.
to be thrown out. You know what I mean? It's
So
ready
like
to
my
eat.
brother, how you been doing, brother? Yeah, so we got all this nice stuff. So yeah, come on and get it. Yeah, inshallah, you know. Yeah, so we got all that nice stuff. And we got strawberries up there, as far as I can see. Then this is like hamburger patties. Hamburger patties there. Yeah, there's like hamburger patties.
Oh, it's warm outside, so I want to light that old grill up. I'd like some burgers off the grill, some burgers,
So I got
some
one
chicken.
more pound of, I got a big pound of frozen, but then I still got one
Right
more
on
small
point.
pound of frozen as well.
Okay, bring the big frozen there.
Okay. Did
Yeah,
you?
we do produce, frozen goods,
But I'm gonna tell them
all
not to
that.
bring the milk then.
Milk. Sometimes
Yeah,
it's
we're
eggs, but you never know
the
what
small
you're
pound
gonna
of
get.
frozen is
Sometimes
probably. It
it's
won't. I mean,
be a
would
nice
you wanna?
surprise in there for you.
Yeah, just bring it in so I can take it off and put it up there.
Would you wanna? Okay. So if I brought the small pound over, did you wanna like stack it up on top?
Yeah, I'm gonna stack it up there. Yeah,
and then
that'd
we'll
be
put
fun.
the big one in
Yes.
last.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Let me grab the small one.
Okay. Well, would you tell that guy don't bring the milk? What's his name? He's supposed to be bringing a small pallet of milk.
Oh, okay.
Tell him don't bring it then if we got those two.
I'll let him know.
Okay, thank you.
So yeah, once again, that's the Milwaukee Islamic Dawah Center, or the Muslim Community Center, 5135 North Titonia Avenue. Y'all more than welcome to go over there Monday, Tuesdays, and Wednesdays and participate in the food pantry.
It's gonna be like 50 degrees today in Shabbat. Yeah.
50 degrees today, yeah, that's barbecue weather. Go ahead, hit that
We got
pantry.
a whole lot of nice stuff.
I'm gonna go hit the pantry up. Throw me something on the grill.
Be right here.
The last 24 hours have been a whirlwind for Kim Kardashian, Pete Davidson, and Kanye West. Kanye started it all on Sunday by rapid-fire multiple
they got
video
the news
and
on
screenshots complaining that North was on TikTok, alleged that Kim was keeping North from him by not allowing her to attend Sunday service with him, and he also voiced his concern in not being allowed
I
to choose
agree,
where his kids are going to
Charles.
school. Turns out Pete Davidson was actually watching
Says
Kanye's
his
Instagram
opinion.
activity, and there was now a
People shouldn't
long
air
string
their
of text
business
messages between
on
the two that
social
were popped up.
media.
Pete was giving Kim credit for being an awesome mom. He was telling Kanye that he he should be thankful she's the one taking care of his kids. Pete invited Kanye for a one-on-one chat at his hotel without the cameras, and Pete said he's been more than respectful over the past
he called
few
him
months
out.
as Kanye bashed him, and he is done being Mr. Nice Guy. Pete also sent Kanye a picture of him laying shirtless
Ready to
in a
fight.
bed and alleged it was
Don't see
next
me,
to
no
Kim
cameras,
Kardashian
no
by
nothing.
saying,
Get down,
I'm in
no
bed with
Pete.
your wife. If you look closely, you can see
Careful,
some new ink that
Kanye
Pete
from
Davidson
Chicago.
has, and it's Kim's name. So that picture then reignited some people on social media talking about the rumor that Kanye West had brought back up about Mac Miller a few weeks ago. You might recall that the rumor is that Pete Davidson allegedly sent Mac Miller intimate photos of himself and Ariana before Mac Miller died. Upon learning this, in the wake of Mac's death, Ariana broke things off with Pete. No media outlet had reported that that was true, and Ariana's brother even shut it down. Now circling back to Kim Kardashian and Kanye, she has had it up to here, claiming she has never kept the kids from Kanye. Now this is because Kanye posted a photo of 3 pins on Monday morning. Pins were of Kim, Kanye, and an alien head with the caption, "This was on my daughter's backpack when I was allowed to see her last week." Not long after Kanye put that photo up, Kim fired back in the comment section saying, "Please."
Right quick, y'all, I just got a call. Aisha Griffin is minutes away, so she gonna come in and give us an update on what's going on with her and being a write-in candidate and all that.
Stop with this narrative. You were just here this morning picking up the kids for school. The fact is, Kanye's rants are completely inaccurate. He's routinely seen the kids when he wants. Kim and Kanye do not have a structured child custody agreement. He has never asked for one. That is the way it works. Whenever he wants to see the kids, she will accommodate him within reason. From everything we've seen, Kim does not want to limit Kanye's time with his kids in any way. But also, you need to keep in mind, if Kanye does decide to fight Kim in court, the numerous text attacks against Kim and Pete will certainly become evidence and almost affect the outcome, probably not in a good way for Kanye. So stay tuned for the drama between Kim, Kanye, and Pete, because I'm sure there's going to be more.
Big story at 6, a Contact 6 investigation. Milwaukee police are investigating stolen cars discovered last week and possibly illegally towed.
Several viewers asked Contact 6 to take a closer look. Here's what our Jenna Sachs uncovered.
I'm just coming checking. I don't know.
Patricia McThune is looking for her car. It went missing Sunday after breaking down on a city street. Police recommended she try this lot on 31st near Burleigh.
The city said they put a sticker on the car, but they weren't going to tow it until the night.
Her car isn't here, but Milwaukee police tell Contact 6 they recovered several stolen cars in the lot last week. Around the time this video
It's so many cars
began circulating online.
This is where I found my son's car.
The woman says she drove to the lot after getting a letter from a tow company
stating that they have the car.
The Department of Public Works says the lot is not affiliated with the city of Milwaukee. Police are looking for unknown suspects. Several cars in this lot appear to be missing parts, and Contact 6 found what may be some pieces from those vehicles piled here outside its locked gate.
Took his Cadillac converter off the bottom. They took his battery.
City property records show Lincoln's Dream LLC owns the car lot. It also owns the land just across the street that was S&G towing site. The city voted to not renew S&G's license, allowing it to do private towing. We tried to speak with the listed agent for Lincoln's Dream, but no one answered at its address on Townsend near 27th. And when we tried to track down a phone number, in a city overrun with car thefts, people like Patricia are left wondering where to look next. I'm Jenna Sachs, Contact 6.
And Jenna knocked out an address today for S&G, but no one answered the door. If you have information on these stolen cars, call Crime Stoppers, 414-224-TIPS. Jenna Sachs will continue to investigate. If you have any information, just click the Submit at the Contact 6 inquiry button on our homepage.
Everything I owned in that car was gone.
A stolen car finally returned to its rightful owner, and while her belongings are gone, she was shocked at what she found inside. It's our big story tonight at 6. Gucci wallets, marijuana, and stolen credit cards. That's what a woman uncovered when she recovered her stolen car.
Our Angelica Sanchez has been following this story. She joins us live tonight from Cathedral Square with more.
The victim in this case says this has been a traumatizing experience, and unfortunately she knows she's not alone.
We first brought you Julie's story 2 weeks ago. She was attending Sunday Mass in Cathedral Square when someone broke in and drove off with her Hyundai Elantra. But Julie says the car she was once desperate to find is now something she can barely look at.
It's such a violation.
2021 was a record-breaking year for Milwaukee car thefts. Police say 2022 is already outpacing that at 1,749 thefts so far this year. Julie says police found her car near North 39th in Clybourne 5 days after it was stolen.
They were riding your car very hard.
It's totaled. Julie says it needs a new engine.
Left rear tire completely flat, bumper hanging off in the back. All my tires are bald. Headlights smashed in on both sides. Scratches, dents, scrapes everywhere throughout the whole car.
That's not all.
Everything I owned in that car was gone.
But she's puzzled by what was left behind.
We had Gucci wallets, Gucci purses, at least 10 to 15 bottles of laundry detergent, blankets, scarves, kids' clothing, marijuana, bottles, just junk. They found stolen credit cards, stolen driver's license.
Julie says the issue of stolen cars needs to stay at the top of Milwaukee's priority list. Her sense of security, gone.
It's excruciatingly painful. It goes on more than just your car being taken away from you.
Now, Julie is in the process of getting a new vehicle. In the meantime, MPD says that they are still searching for the person or persons responsible, and this remains an ongoing investigation. Reporting live from Cathedral Square, Angelica Sanchez, Fox 6 News.
And hundreds of people can relate in the city with the same story. Angie, thanks.
Hollywood's biggest stars were shining bright at the 2022 Critics' Choice Awards. This year, the glamour went global, with red carpets in both LA and London. And A-listers like Halle Berry, Selena Gomez, and Kristen Stewart brought their fashion A-game. From bright colors to dashing suits and sultry silhouettes, here are the must-see red carpet moments.
All right, we're going to pause it right there. I got a surprise guest right quick. How you doing this morning, Miss Aisha?
I'm doing all right. Thanks for having me.
All right, let's get that mic up in front of you so we can pick your voice up right. All right, how you doing this morning? There we go.
Okay.
All right, so yeah, then give us an update. What's been going on with you?
Well, I'm definitely still in the race
Okay.
for Milwaukee mayor. So a lot of illegal things going on behind the scenes, but my federal lawsuit is coming out this week, and my commercials are being done. Unfortunately, the media is trying to make it portray as if it's only Cavalier, Johnson, and Robert Donovan in the race, and it's not. Myself as well as Brianna Bradford, we are both legally registered candidates in this race, and so I want the people to know that their voices was heard. I have received over 99,000 votes, which will be shown in legal federal litigation. Cavalier Johnson really did not legally advance to the race. He's out here also falsely portraying himself as the mayor to portray as if this race was about a bipartisan race, and it's not. He's not the mayor. He is the president of the city council, assuming the role of a mayor. But if you look on his website and different things of that nature, he keeps saying that he is the mayor of Milwaukee. He's the acting mayor. He's not even acting right. He's acting in a lot of unlawful manners and ways and different things of that nature, and it's having an effect on myself. And the other candidates are not saying anything in the past, but they also, their votes was diluted. And so on this week, the lawsuit coming out, my commercials coming out, and people can still write my name in the ballot. They can also paste my name. They can also just do whatever's necessary to get me in the race to win again. I'm already in the race,
Right.
So I could definitely win again.
Okay. Now, how important is that? Because, we know he's not the actual mayor yet. He's acting or in whatever the term is. But how important is that we make sure the people get it right?
Because by saying that he's the incumbent, he's trying to say that an incumbent ballot placement matters, and I placed second on the ballot, as will be shown in the lawsuit into my commercials as well. He placed last. He did not get the number of votes that he's portraying that he received, and different things of that nature. He's really falsifying a lot of different things to unlawfully place himself in this race as the incumbent. He's not. This was an open race. There was no incumbent. I had the most votes before him. Robert Donovan came in first, but he's not even lawfully in this race because he has a federal conviction, different things of that nature. And so, like I stated, I have all the evidence necessary. I don't know if people can see this paper. Can I put it up?
Yeah, you can hold it up.
This is just one of the papers. I don't know if they're going to see it. They're going to see a lot of different things. I don't want to take things out of place. But one of the media is the AP. The AP has not ever got an election wrong. They're one of the people who posted this on a national level, who called the race, who also stated I had the 99,000 votes, a different thing of that nature. Milwaukee uses the ES&S machine. It's one of the machines that you can easily manipulate. I have the proof about a lot of different things of that nature. It's a lot to talk about. But maybe they could see this paper right here. This is just an illustration showing how, let me see, ballot placement matters.
Nah, these are like the images that you've been posting on your social media page as well, or is this something
some
else?
of them, but this is one showing that how ballot placement matters. If you see on here, you will see like the person placing first will get the highest amount second. That's why they have lawyers and stuff in that place when you have ballot placement. This is an actual depiction of votes being flipped. Years ago, when I was in the 10th district, I was able to catch the vote flipping.
Yeah.
It shows that the votes was changed. They changed the votes in the Milwaukee County Election Commission. So there's a lot going on. It'll be shown better on the commercial as well as in the litigation that's coming out this week.
Okay. That's quite interesting. And we had a caller today actually call in earlier. Talking a little bit more about write-in candidates, and when we had Brianna here, she had informed us that she started out completely as a write-in candidate, registered that way, and things of that nature. Like, we don't have a whole lot of information on write-ins, on the write-in procedure. I mean, all of us done probably at some point wrote in Daffy Duck, Mickey Mouse, or some bullshit like that. We didn't.
Brianna Bradford, she's definitely a powerhouse, and she's been being denied a lot of different things. And in the beginning, I had to try to fight to get her to be seen on a number of different things. They're trying to stop her from a number of different things. And we were out here doing like a grassroots together, me and her. And so she's definitely somebody in the race that I think that should be looked at too as well. But it's a lot of illegal things going on in this campaign behind the scenes. It's not lawful, and I'm trying to get the people's voices heard.
So what's the next step?
The litigation. I'm still out here campaigning and doing this commercial and just asking the people to write me in. Definitely write me in.
Now, how does all this? How would all this work? You got these litigations in, and they still going on.
Oh, because I'm asking that they be decertified. You cannot you cannot validate something that's void.
Okay.
There's no way. So it don't matter how long it takes. He cannot be mayor. He cannot, even he's declared mayor. It's void, and fraud voids everything.
Okay, so they just have to reverse everything.
Mm-hmm. Right.
I can imagine that's going to be very costly.
Yeah, and I asked for legal fees as well. I'm asking for $3 million in punitive damages based on the fact that they're fraudulently from each defendant. I've named several entities, 2 private people who one of them tried to say that the 99,000 votes was test data. There's no such thing. There was no test data. You've never ever seen another race where 99,000 votes came in. They're trying to say it's test data.
What they did, test the election?
Right. Trying to justify it, what have you. And then you have 101.7 and Sherwin Hughes and different things of that nature keep on saying that, it's only Cavalier Johnson. I call him Cavalier now because, he's a liar. He's a big time liar. He's manipulated his way into this race. He's still lying. He has people believing that this is a bipartisan race. He even was behind a fraudulent ballot, a fraudulent poll that said no black people will vote for me, no black men, no black women. That's also in in the litigation to try to disenfranchise the voters. You know, and so it's a lot going on that's shocking, but it's not going to go on the way they wanted to go. This is another one where you see Fox 6 News, they even posted on election day the results. It says that Bob Donovan received 108,730 votes, and Aisha Griffith received 99,673. A lot of people should note that the Milwaukee Election Commission has a bad history of record keeping. And so there has been numerous times where more people voted than what they're saying is on the registration, you know. So all of this is going to come out. It's going to come out this week. And, you know, the people, all is not lost, you know. There's a lot going on. And behind the scenes, Cavallari Johnson is not for the people at all. You know, he has no intention of not maintaining the status quo. He shouldn't even be in the race. Bob Donovan shouldn't have been in the race. They're both unlawfully on the ballot, and it's a lot of illegal things going on. So, you know, and my complaint, my lawsuit is verified complaint. That means under the penalty of perjury, and they have to answer it under the penalty of perjury.
Well, we thank you for stepping in with us this morning, giving us a brief update on what's going on with you. It's the 11 o'clock hour, so I got to click off Facebook, get on to the music. Man, my man got a nice list up. Music up for y'all right now. We got 36 degrees, a little cloudy out. I just walked out there to let Aisha in. It wasn't that bad, but like I said this morning, it ain't that nice either. You stay out there too long and you're going to get a runny nose. So y'all stay with us, man. We finna rock out.
Hip-hop, play that. Play that. Hip-hop and R&B. Right here. iHeartRadio.com.
It's great radio.
Crest Whitening Emulsions with LED Accelerator Light. Squeeze onto the wand tip. Apply evenly to each tooth.